Hey Dad,
Yeah, what's up?
wanna watch me break the fourth wall?
You do realize that most of our videos are us talking to the audience, so you're really not breaking a fourth wall here. We don't really set up a fourth wall.
You know you're a real a-hole.
Hey there, Internet Best Buds. Welcome back to the channel. As always, I'm Ryan. Today we're going to be looking at Deadpool 2. So Deadpool 2 is the latest X-Men adventure, technically. Unlike other superhero films, and very similarly to the first Deadpool, not a movie I'd necessarily take your children to see due to the gore and ultra-violence and just really crude jokes. Despite the fact that the film even says that this is the Deadpool to take your children to, probably still wouldn't take your children to it. That's why Foxy couldn't come, because she's my child. Right, Bear?
I am still mad at you.
So before we begin, definitely go down and subscribe so you can stay up to date with all the videos that I do put out. Hopefully I'll put out like at least 3 this week. Hopefully. So the question for you guys this video is, which X-Men ability would you like to have? I've always kind of been partial to Cyclops' abilities, and I also can't really decide whether I'd want him to shoot out of my hands like his brother Havoc, or out of his eyes like Cyclops. Although if I did get Cyclops' abilities, I'd really like to avoid the brain damage that doesn't let him turn it off. That'd be pretty helpful. As a plus, if you decide to answer the question in the comment section down here, you'll be entered for a chance to win a digital code version of Deadpool 1, which is pretty sweet. So there's that. So definitely leave a comment. Also, if you leave a comment, and I reply to you, make sure you let me know if you want the code. There's a couple people that still have like outstanding, offers that I've given them codes for other movies. So, yeah, just make sure you tell me you want the movie. And then I'll, message you on YouTube with the code. After events lead to Deadpool being placed in a maximum security mutant prison, Wade Wilson must go on an epic quest to prevent a future which leads to Cade traveling back in time to kill a small mutant child. That's honestly about as much of the film ride that I want to reveal to you guys. Because boy, is it a ride. Foxy has abandoned me. She's apparently still pretty mad I didn't take her to see Deadpool. So Ryan Reynolds, as always, is perfect as the character. There's really nothing else I can say to that. Josh Brolin was absolutely fantastic as Cable, and has a lot of motivations mirroring Deadpool's throughout the movie, which I thought was pretty cool. Definitely humanizes the character in what could have easily just been a very Terminator-esque role, which is actually even talked about in the movie, which I thought was cool. There's a joke about that. The cameos in this movie were absolutely phenomenal, and they're everything that fans of the first movie probably would have wanted. If you're watching this review before you actually go and see the movie, definitely pay attention to The Vanisher and the scenes when Deadpool is in the X-Mansion. There's a lot of treats there for you. There is surprisingly a lot of focus on family and some very heartfelt moments in this movie. It's pretty shocking, honestly. The movie also does a really great job of subverting your expectations of what you expect to be going on, and offers the audience a lot of surprises, which was really cool. There are so many jokes in this movie, it feels like every line is a joke, and I know that's pretty much par for the course for the Deadpool series, from what we got in the first movie, but there are jokes about the cinematic universes, superhero characters, some of the actors' former works, and I'm not just talking about Ryan Reynolds. I know there's jokes about Green Lantern and the other Deadpool in the first one. There's Brolin joke references. That's a word I clearly haven't mastered. I'd say the only negative part about all those extremely funny jokes is the fact that it constantly led Amanda to lean over to me and be like, Why is that funny? Why is it funny? What does that mean? Bless her heart. Although I will say, one of my absolute favorite jokes of the movie is the Scoutmaster Kevin joke. That was great. The song they used during the final fight, definitely pay attention to the lyrics, because it's like a heavy, operatic type of song. But the lyrics, which Amanda definitely didn't pick up on, and I'm sure a few of the other audience members didn't, because I felt like I was the only one cracking up at. Really cool. Really vulgar. And also the rest of the music throughout the film was great too. The way they incorporated it. Such as AC/DC's Thunderstruck. That was really cool. Bonus points for the fact that they not only used Take On Me once in its classical form, but also an acoustic version later on in the film. If you know me, I love Take On Me. I will say, really, my only negative is the character of Rusty. And I'm not trying to, dismiss the actor, because he was great in the movie. It's just that I don't like how he was a little too much at times, if you get what I mean. Like, he's a little too obnoxious. And he has some great lines. Like, I really love he does, like, this rope, like, pole gag, like, in the middle of the movie when he's trying to get away from Deadpool. And I thought that was hysterical. But he's just a little too obnoxious for me. The last thing that I want to touch on is, if the movie was trying to take itself seriously, like an Avengers Infinity War, I would be much more inclined to knock the movie for the level of visual effects that they have going on. But because the movie knows what it is, and it's more of a comedy superhero film, it's a lot more forgiving in that sense. I personally think this is a much better film than the first movie. Not to take away anything from the first Deadpool, which is fantastic. This is just another Deadpool story, much like the first film, just on a bigger scale with a little more heart to it. Deadpool 2 gets an 8 out of 10. So there's no end credit scene in this movie, unfortunately. However, there are 2 mid-credit scenes. Honestly, I forget the one. I don't remember if it was like a lead into something else. But the second mid-credit scene is absolutely fantastic. And you definitely need to stay to watch that. It's the one where Deadpool tries to fix the timelines. And that's all I'm going to say about it. But once that sequence is done, then you're free to leave the movie. Just a little public service announcement for you. So overall, that's the review for Deadpool 2. Super enjoyable, a great follow-up to the first movie. So as always, thanks for watching, guys. It means a great deal you're continuing to watch the content that I put out. Definitely go down and leave that comment and let me know what your favorite X-Men ability would be to have, and if you want the digital code for the first movie. Again, subscribe to the channel so you stay up to date with all the content that I put out. Give the video a like, share it with a movie-loving friend. Thanks for watching, everybody. See ya!